Hello everyone and welcome to Eat Well with Azar. Cancer is a disease caused by an uncontrolled division of cells in some part of the body. There are two different kinds of cancers. Malignant cancer, which is the abnormal cell growth and which spreads to all other parts of the body. The other one is benign cancers, which is the same uncontrolled growth of the cells, but it doesn't spread as much. Malignant cancer has 4 stages. Stages 1 and 2 are milder form of cancer, and it means that cancer hasn't been spread very much. But 3 and 4 are the stages that it spreads to other parts of the body. The most common cancers are breast cancers, prostate cancers, ovarian cancers, pancreatic cancer, colorectal cancer, and lung cancer. One of the safest approach to cancer prevention and cancer treatment is acupuncture and Chinese medicine. Chinese medicine understands cancer to be part of an imbalance of the whole body. It offers acupuncture and herbal medicine to help those with cancer fight the illness at the level of both body and spirit. The Chinese medicine uses Chinese herbal therapy in conjunction with acupuncture and Western medicine to support the immune system during cancer treatment and prevention. The goal is to boost the immune system and minimize suppression of white blood cells after surgery, also control pain, accelerate recovery, limiting side effects of chemotherapy, radiation therapy, and other medications, in addition of reducing duration of medication intake and preventing cancer development. Today, I'm joined by Armeta Dastyar as my guest. She is going to explain the role of Chinese medicine in cancer treatment and prevention in detail. Ms. Armeta Dastyar is a licensed acupuncturist and Chinese herbalist and the founder of the Gate to Wellness Center. Thank you for being with us, Ms. Armeta.
Hi, Azar. It's nice to be here.
Thank you. You're welcome. Would you please briefly explain to us what is Chinese medicine and its role in treatment and cancer prevention?
So, Chinese medicine is medicine that has been practiced for thousands of years. And the methodology is that there is something called qi, or energy, that flows along the body in different pathways, and when that energy gets blocked, that is when people get illness or disease, or even symptoms. So the goal of Chinese medicine through acupuncture and Chinese herbs is to unblock that qi, to help that energy flow. So acupuncture uses needles that are placed in the body in different parts where the energy is blocked. And Chinese herbs is when you ingest different herbs, flowers, and plants, and through that chemical interaction with your body, the energy is able to flow again. So cancer is one of those really difficult diseases, and acupuncture can be used conjunctively with Western medicine to help a person with any of the side effects that they may be going through. So some of the side effects that some patients who go through chemotherapy and radiation have is fatigue, they have dry mouth, nausea, vomiting, constipation, and oftentimes acupuncture can be used conjunctively to help them through these symptoms.
Does it hurt?
No, it's honestly, it's like a little prick. And the overall sensation is people find it to be very relaxing. The needles are literally as thin as a strand of your hair, so very thin, and you feel so good after. I mean, this has been going on for thousands of years, so something must be good about it.
That's Well, what are the benefits and side effects of Chinese medicine?
So the benefits is that this is a natural medicine. This is one of the most natural ways to help your body get into balance. There are very few side effects. Some of them for the acupuncture. Sometimes when the needle gets inserted, you may have a little bruise or you may have like a little prick of blood. With herbs, sometimes the herbs can cause you to feel a little nauseous or upset, but that's our fault, not your fault.
High?
No, you can feel very relaxed, yes. I mean, a lot of people feel very calm with them. But with cancer specifically, it's amazing because the World Health Institute and the National Institutes of Health have endorsed acupuncture for any effects from cancer therapy. So this is really great news.
That's great news.
Yeah,
that is.
yeah.
How the Chinese medicine is comparable with Western medicine?
Yeah.
Or do you use them together, or?
So yeah, well, it's always used together conjunctively. So they, when a person comes in, they're usually receiving chemotherapy or radiation through their Western medical doctor. They come and see me to help strengthen their body through this process, to get them stronger, to help them also with their mood. Because oftentimes when a person is going through such a difficult therapy and their well-being is a little down, their mood is a little depressed. So acupuncture and Chinese herbs can be used to help lift their mood and to help them with getting their kind of well-being back in a way.
Right.
Yeah.
Medicine normally suppresses everything in the body. White blood cells, mood, emotions, everything.
Yes.
So it is good to boost it up.
Exactly.
And that's what Chinese medicine do.
Exactly.
And herbal medicine would do. How does Chinese medicine view food?
Oh, it loves food.
For cancer.
It loves food. And in addition, there's something called Chinese dietary therapy, where food is very essential with the combination of acupuncture and Chinese herbs, because they believe that food is also going to help move that energy and help that person heal.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we teach.
Yeah.
What foods do you usually recommend for cancer patients?
So the first thing we want to talk about is omega-3 fatty acids. So that can decrease inflammation, so that's very important. And it can help boost the immune system. So that includes flax seeds, and flax seeds have been found to have anti-tumor properties, and having 3 spoonfuls a day, they say, is very important for your health. So in addition to those antioxidants, that includes fish, so salmon, eel, trout, including those in your diet is very important as well. Some vegetables, of course we all know vegetables are important, but specifically a few that are very important are cabbage, carrots, Brussels sprouts, and kale. Those have antibiotic properties, and those are really high in antioxidants. Some spices, and you may have already known about turmeric, the super spice right now. The curcumin is really important for inflammation. It reduces inflammation. Ginger as well. Ginger, specifically when some people go through chemotherapy and radiation, they tend to have nausea, and they tend to have difficulty digesting foods. So ginger added to foods can help them kind of eat the food a little easier, helps their digestive system be a little stronger. A few more foods, just really briefly. Fruits. The berries, as we know, are high in antioxidants, so cranberries are really good, apples are really good. They also have anti-tumor properties. Grains, oats, millet, buckwheat is very important as well. If the person comes in and they're having constipation, I recommend they do barley. They add barley to their soup or whatever they're eating. And also brown rice is really good too for those people who have loose stool, so the opposite, and their stomach is very weak and they're feeling nauseous. They can help support their system. So lots of food. Yeah.
When we talk about diet, correct diet or proper diet, a lot of people think they have to starve themselves.
Yeah.
And they don't realize that all the food they need is available to them.
Exactly.
They just have to find it and go to the right person to introduce them to those foods.
Exactly.
And the fruits are really good, and especially fiber in fruit
Yes.
and in grains.
Yeah.
Fibers are really good because those are prevent colon cancer, and fibers feed the good bacteria in the body, and we need those good bacteria in the body to help us live longer.
Yes. Yes.
What foods do you think we should avoid?
So that's another really important topic. So this is all based on the Chinese medical perspective. So foods that are really heavy, greasy, fatty, too much heavy meats as well, that's really harsh on your liver, and it can really weaken the immune system. And right now, the hottest thing is gluten-free. You know, wheat is, that's very controversial, but wheat, dairy, and sugars are also highly inflammatory on the system. So we want to be very mindful of how much that you take in. Also, some of the nightshades, that includes garlic and onions, I forgot to mention, but those are great. They're antiviral, antibacterial, but
anti-everything.
Anti-everything. But to some degree, some patients who have a very weak digestive system, onions, garlic, eggplant, bell peppers, any of those nightshades can irritate the gut a little bit. So be very mindful in moderation. Yeah.
But they're okay, but not too much.
Not too much,
but
exactly.
Other, vegetables and fruits you mentioned,
yeah,
that is okay to eat as much as they want.
Exactly, exactly.
And avoiding certain foods, it's not always bad. Like tomatoes is a good food,
yeah,
but you can't have them because too much of it.
Exactly.
Because of the lycopene they have, it's really good for you, but too much of it, it would hurt too.
Exactly.
Everything has to be in moderation in general, not having too much of it or too less of it.
Exactly.
Nature is the only pharmacy, and the plants are the only medicine we need. Plants contain all the powerful nutrients that never produces the drug interactions and side effects. You can easily find these plants in your backyard and in your homes. They are inexpensive and pleasant to eat raw or cooked. Coming up, Armeta and I are going to prepare healthy, refreshing, no mayo coleslaw for you. Every ingredient in this dish is targeted towards cancer prevention and cancer recovery. I'm back with my Armeta, and we are going to make nutritious no mayo coleslaw for you. We are going to use ingredients containing all the vitamins and minerals our body needs to prevent and recover from cancer based on Chinese medicine. The first thing we're going to do, we are going to mix some honey, the ingredients and the measurements are at the end of the program. We can get it at that time.
For you.
Okay, and then some ginger.
It smells really good.
Yeah, it smells really good. And garlic, and some garlic. Garlic and onion, as we talked about, they are antibacterial,
They are amazing. If you ever feel like you're starting to get sick, what you can do is you can just put a little bit of garlic, crush a little garlic raw, and you just drink it with a little water, and it's amazing. It really works.
Right.
Yeah.
And I forgot about the zest of some lime. Some lime zest. It's lemon and lime, they are antibacterial and
antiviral, antibacterial,
everything.
So having some of that in any type of a recipe is so beneficial for your immune system. And it also tastes good, especially the zest. It kind of brings the flavor out a little bit.
It has a certain oil that it is really, really good for you. Then I'm going to put some lemon juice in there. While you're mixing those things up, I'm just going to juice some lemon. And First of all, this is makes it really easy because, you know, when it has the zest on it, those peels, it makes it a little bit more easier to juice them. Or sometimes what I do, I put I microwave them for 30 seconds. It would make it much easier to get the juice out. And it makes it easier to handle. So we can get the juice of 1 lemon here and a little bit of extra virgin olive oil.
So good for you. In general, you know, this is a really good healthy fat to have in your diet. You know, it helps, you know, improve memory, it gives you energy, you know, oils, especially coconut oil and olive oil, so beneficial.
Olive oil is usually the people cook with it. I do not cook with olive oil because olive oil is finishing oil and it burns fast. When it burns and it gets heat, it becomes saturated fat. So that is what we avoid. We want to get unsaturated fat in our diet, but it's not good. So for cooking, I always use coconut oil, which has a very high burning point, so it's easier to handle. This is organic, unfiltered vinegar, apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar is
so good.
It's antibacterial.
Antibacterial, antiviral. It's huge antioxidant qualities. If you just put a little, again, that's another super kind of food now, that you can just put a little bit in some water and you drink it every day. Oh my gosh, it helps also with the digestive system. So those who have weak digestive systems, who have difficulty digesting foods, you drink a little bit of apple cider vinegar and some water with a little bit of honey. It can get the acid in your stomach strong so that you can digest the food you're eating.
And that's good for acid reflux too.
Good for acid reflux.
And weight loss.
And weight loss, exactly.
A little bit of salt. It brings the flavor in everything, but not too much. And this is cayenne pepper, black pepper, and red pepper. I always mix them together because of their medical property that I have, especially cayenne pepper has a lot of medicinal properties. I like them a little bit hot and spicy.
I like it spicy too. I love spicy food.
And when you're done, we can get
kernels.
those. Yeah, we can put it into this, so we can. There's our coleslaw, and I have it on here. Okay, whenever you're ready, just.
Okay. Actually, yeah. There we go.
Okay.
That's a cool strainer.
Yeah. So this is ready. We are going to put it on the side a little bit, and we're going to shake it a little later.
Jicama is the perfect food to incorporate in your diet to help, help with that, to help relieve their stomach, to settle their stomach. So, wonderful.
That in combination with ginger.
Ginger, yes. Ginger is also, I mentioned it earlier, it is one of those warming spices that helps the digestive system just process and it kind of helps settle the digestive system. So those people who have a weak stomach or who have nausea or who are not feeling, even if you're not going through cancer, you're having an upset stomach,
exactly.
A lot of people reach for, that soda, with the ginger
ale.
Ale. Yeah. Instead, what you can
do... It tastes like ginger.
It only tastes like ginger. Instead, you put some ginger, grate some ginger, and put it into some tea. Or if you need the bubbles of the fizz, just grate it and put it into some seltzer water. It'll help soothe your stomach without that extra stomach. It's very beneficial. And this has that. It's amazing. So.
I make ginger tea myself. What I do, I grate some gingers and I put some hot water on top, and I let it brew for a while, and then I drink it with a little honey or just like that. It's wonderful, and it keeps you healthy and happy.
Happy, exactly.
When you're happy, you're healthy. When you're healthy, you're happy.
Exactly.
So why not?
Exactly.
So, should we taste some?
I would love to taste some.
Really?
Yeah, it smells delicious.
Okay. Let me know how you like it.
Okay.
Really.
I like foods that are a little tart too.
Really?
So, yes, I like tart tasting.
I
foods.
like a tart tasting food more than a sweet tasting food. Oh, let me give you some.
Oh, thank you so much. It smells really good.
Yeah,
I want to try it with the
Oh my
jicama.
God, smell is wonderful. I wish our viewers could see the smell.
The jicama is delicious. Oh, cheers.
Cheers. I will cheer with my guests.
The jicama has like a sweeter kind of a taste. It has like a sweet kind of, it's a different flavor. You don't expect it to be sweet, but it's really delicious.
So many people cook them, but I don't cook it. I like to have them raw as much as possible, my vegetables raw. Or if I cook them, I saute them maybe for 2 minutes. I don't saute them for a long time. And most of vegetables, I eat them all raw. And if you can eat them raw, eat them raw. Don't cook them.
Yeah, and if you have a weak stomach though, I recommend, that's a Chinese medical perspective, is to cook your vegetables. Just steam them or saute them. It'll be a little easier on your stomach to process. So, yeah.
It's healthier when it is cooked very little.
Very little, exactly.
You don't
Not
have
too
to-
much, yeah.
Because it loses all its vitamins, all its minerals. You know, the jicama has a lot of vitamin B in there too, like folic acid, pentatonic acid. It has all of those good vitamins in there, and heat kills vitamins right away. It has potassium, which is good for muscles,
Yes.
and we know the most important muscle in the body is heart. So it would prevent heart disease. You know, when we relate it like that, we know how important are these vegetables. Carrots is good for your
Oh my
eye.
gosh, it's amazing. Carrots are like another superfood, you know. You can make carrot juice and you can drink that, you know. There's so many antioxidants in it. And it also, I think it also has like tumor preventing properties in carrots too. So it's a very, very beneficial vegetable again.
What I do when I get carrot juice, I don't throw away the it's leftovers.
Oh, the grit, yeah.
The grains.
Yeah.
I don't throw them away. I put them in soup.
Oh my God, that sounds, it brings like a little texture to the soup, right?
It does bring a little texture, and also it gives a color to the soup. It looks beautiful. You know, the color. It's and you know, those are all fibers, and you should have them in your food.
Exactly.
Don't throw them away. Nothing in vegetable is throw away.
Exactly.
It's even the parsley. When I chop them, the stem, I take them out and I boil them, and I make vegetable broth from it.
That sounds like so good.
And that's my vegetable broth. Every time I want to use broth, that is what I use for. Why should I use plain water when I have the vegetable broth, you know, from vegetables?
Exactly, and Chinese herbs too. I mean, Chinese medicine, herbs was before even acupuncture.
Like what kind of herbs?
So like, all we use every part of the herb. You know, we use for specifically like a tree, we use the bark. We use the roots, we use the leaves, everything does something different. And sometimes they do like different things, like the part of the bark may warm something up and the part of the leaves may cool something down. They work kind of together, they balance each other out. So it's very powerful to use the whole part of the food.
Right.
Yeah.
You're talking about the internal thermal temperature of food.
So,
not, you know, like hot food or cold food, not temperature-wise.
Exactly. In Chinese medicine, it's very, very important to talk about thermal nature. And that means certain foods have different properties of heat or coldness. And that corresponds with what's going on within yourself. So if a person comes in and they're showing, as we call in Chinese medicine, symptoms of heat. Sometimes they are sweating all the time, they have a fever, they have a sore throat. Food-wise, we would give them herbs or foods that are cooling, that do the opposite to settle them. So yes, it's thermal nature. It's very important.
It's the thermal nature of foods are very important, and it is in Chinese medicine and in Middle Eastern medicine is very much known. But in West, they don't know. When you're talking about thermal nature, they always think, okay, it's spicy hot or it's temperature hot.
Exactly.
It's hard because they never grow up with it. They haven't learned these type of food,
Exactly.
that how to balance them.
Exactly.
And it's a little bit different from acidic food and alkaline food, because those are different type of food too. You know, when we talk about, we may have another program about acidic and alkaline food and thermal nature of foods. That would be beneficial for everyone to know. It's really, really good. Would be very good program.
Yes, definitely. I think the key is just to choose the foods that feel, right for the person. Right. Okay, so if a person is very hot or have a fever, don't give them. You can give them maybe some spicy, but I wouldn't advise that. I would give them something more cooling.
So we're coming to the end. Do you have anything to add?
Yeah, I just wanted to let everyone know that, in addition to eating well, which is what we've been talking about, I think one of the most important things is to be happy. And I think we mentioned a little bit about that, to be joyful and to love your life. There's been research now that talks about mindfulness, which is another word for saying loving life and being peaceful.
And being in the moment.
And being in the moment. Live life as if it's the moment. Have fun, laugh, because that is the ultimate preventative way to prevent cancer and to make your immune system really strong. So, yeah.
Thank you so much for being with us.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Being with me. And today we learned that some foods feed cancer, some foods inhibit and heal cancers. It's important to take good care of ourselves and maintain our health. By making healthier food choices, we would be able to avoid and recover from any sicknesses, illnesses, and diseases. In many cultures around the world, the nature has been and is the main source of medicine for those people. In nature, we can find all the nutrients that we need to prevent, recover, and cure many diseases and illnesses, including cancer. The best thing about natural medicine is that it is inexpensive, it's convenient, provides no side effects, and no drug interaction. And we have to eat food anyway. Why don't we eat the right one? As we can see, Mother Nature has provided us with all the natural nutrition and medication we need to stay healthy. She has offered us fruits, vegetables, grains containing all the vitamins and minerals our immune system needs to stay healthy and fight and prevent and manage diseases, illnesses, and disorders. The thermal nature of foods are very important, and it is in Chinese medicine and in Middle Eastern medicine is very much known. But in West, they don't know. When you're talking about thermal nature, they always think, okay, it's spicy hot or it's temperature hot.
Exactly.
It's hard because they never grow up with it. They haven't learned these type of food, that how to balance them.
Exactly.
And it's a little bit different from acidic food and alkaline food, because those are different type of food too. When we talk about, we may have another program about acidic and alkaline food and thermal nature of foods. That would be beneficial to everyone to know. It's really, really good. Would be very good program.
Yes, definitely. I think the key is just to choose the foods that feel, right for the person. Okay, so if a person is very hot or have a fever, don't give them. You can give them maybe some spicy, but I wouldn't advise that. I would give them something more cooling.
So we're coming to the end. Do you have anything to add?
Yeah, I just wanted to let everyone know that, in addition to eating well, which is what we've been talking about, I think one of the most important things is to be happy. And I think we mentioned a little bit about that, to be joyful and to love your life. There's been research now that talks about mindfulness, which is another word for saying loving life and being peaceful.
And being in the moment.
And being in the moment. Live life as if it's the moment. Have fun, laugh, because that is the ultimate preventative way to prevent cancer and to make your immune system really strong. So, yeah.
Thank you so much for being with us.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Being with me. And today we learned that some foods feed cancer, some foods inhibit and heal cancers. It's important to take good care of ourselves and maintain our health. By making healthier food choices, we would be able to avoid and recover from any sicknesses, illnesses, and diseases. In many cultures around the world, the nature has been and is the main source of medicine for those people. In nature, we can find all the nutrients that we need to prevent, recover, and cure many diseases and illnesses, including cancer. The best thing about natural medicine is that it is inexpensive, it's convenient, provides no side effects, and no drug interaction. And we have to eat food anyway, why don't we eat the right one? As we can see, Mother Nature has provided us with all the natural nutrition and medication we need to stay healthy. She has offered us fruits, vegetables, grains, containing all the vitamins and minerals our immune system needs to stay healthy and fight and prevent and manage diseases, illnesses, and disorders. Thank you for being with Eat Well with Azar today. And remember, taking control of your health means taking control of your life. There is no better time than now to start living healthy.